on. There's a lot of honest people in the world, Bryce.
Yeah, not that honest. She just slipped and landed on her butt. She hasn't had a fall, so it's okay.
What age do you start having falls instead of just tripping over?
There's a couple of people every now and then in the comments, oh, you said it wrong. We apologise, we're not perfect, okay?
We are back at the Caravan and yay, it didn't get stolen.
It's still here. No stress, too easy, thanks. Bye.
Have fun. See ya, bye. Well, this morning we left Brisbane and left Bet, Greg and Aubrey, which is my sister and our family who's been travelling with us for the last 5 weeks. Very thankful to be leaving the big city.
Yeah, a bit of a nice drive going out, knowing that you don't have to deal with the traffic as much anymore, so that's always a plus.
And we spent $13 in tolls this morning, but it was well worth it. The tunnels that we went through, what was the really fancy one? Legacy Tunnel?
Yeah.
That was next level.
That was nice. Very smooth. After spending a bit of time in caravan parks and things like that recently, we are really keen to get back on the free and low-cost camping. So we're at a 20-hour rest area. It's about 20 minutes out of Toowoomba. And we're gonna go duck into Toowoomba because we've got some posts to pick up there. We're gonna go have a look around for the day and then probably come back out here for the night as we keep making our way south. Chelsea and Juice are just having a little bit of an argument over here. So Chelsea and Juice, I think it's a bit of a battle for who's number 2. Juice knows that I'm number 1. I'm pretty sure he's number 2 and he's got to look after Chelsea a fair bit. But then Chelsea's like, no, I'm the adult, I should be number 2. So it's just a constant battle. Are you number 2 or number 3?
2?
Nah, you're at number 3.
What does that mean?
You're in the rankings of me, you and Juice.
Oh. Well, the caravan is all locked up. Fingers crossed it's here when we get back.
So with that caravan, when we do lock it up, we've got a tow ball lock that's pretty hard to get into. We generally put a couple of legs down, lock everything up, lock the front boot, and we also disconnect the blackjack from its power source. So we pull the fuse where it gets power from, just makes it a little bit harder to steal.
Well, isn't this just a little bit nice? We are at Picnic Point Lookout in Toowoomba. We just buzzed straight here. It's lunchtime. We've made some wraps for ourselves and it's just such a nice temperature, beautiful breeze. Probably because it's on the top of a mountain. What are we on top of? The
Great Dividing Range?
Great Dividing Range.
We did a little bit of a Google last night. 700 metres above sea level. I'm pretty sure. We'll run with that anyway. If you didn't want to bring your lunch, there's also a restaurant up the top here, a heap of walking tracks. I can actually hear some water over there, so it'll be interesting to see what that is. Yeah, a cool little spot.
Did you bring a lock?
What for?
To write my name on, Chelsea. Bryce loves Chelsea.
No, I got one for Bryce and Juice actually.
Oh yeah. I'm number 3.
Picnic Point was a pretty good lookout for lunch, but just a little bit further down is Tober Memorial Drive. I think I said that right. And you get some way better views actually. Well worth a look at. There is a really nice lookout that they've built here, and you actually look over Tabletop Mountain. Just this one next to Chelsea's head there. So yeah, it's the result of a volcano erupting, and then the flat top is actually where the lava pool's at.
We are trying to find a park in Toowoomba just to get our post from the post office, and it's either 2.1 and we can't fit under it, and then the parks that we can go to is just filled by little cars.
And you got to pay for it.
Yeah, and there's all metered.
Parking.
Yeah. Oh, let's go park in Coles. We've parked in the Coles Express and I'm just going to stay in the car just in case there's any issues.
Yeah, these parks are like numbered, so it's only a matter of time until someone knocks on the window saying, hey, you can't park here. So Chelsea's staying here, man in the fort. I'm going to go duck in and we'll see what happens.
I hate having to pay for parking, especially when you're just going to run in and grab your post. Very silly. We are back at the caravan and yay, it didn't get stolen.
It's still here. We're back all hooked up, and thanks to our trusty friend, a security camera just over here. There must have been a tree come down in this campground area here. So they've nicely piled up a heap of wood just over the back there, and we've been able to chuck it on the roof and cut it up into a few bits and stash it around, ready for the next few days.
Just doing our bit for the community, you know.
Cleaning up.
Heap on here, and then... yeah.
Let's hope I tied it down all right.
I hope so.
Nah, she's not going anywhere. Our mates at A247 have sent us out a couple of Fire One fire extinguishers. These are single-use nanoparticle fire extinguishers that are perfect for in the car, boat or caravan. These extinguishers are environmentally friendly, non-toxic and EPA approved. They leave no mess, so there's no powder or residue left behind. They also come in two different sizes, small and medium. The small weighs in at about 500 grams and the medium comes in at about 800. This isn't compared to the traditional fire extinguisher that comes in at about 2 kilos. Comes with a neat little mounting kit so it can be stowed away for easy use. They're a no maintenance extinguisher with a 5-year shelf life. It's also suitable for most common types of fires that you'd find in your car, boat or caravan. Fire One is super easy. Pull out the ring at the bottom and then press the start button. If you want to get your hands on one of these, make sure you head over to A247's website and use the code ADVENTURE23 for $20 off orders over $150. Otherwise, all the information will be in the description below.
We are heading up the range back to Toowoomba this morning, but we're not stopping. We're just going to head straight through the town and out the other side. How's the range treating you so far, Bryce?
Yeah, really good. Just cruising up, doing about 70 because that's the speed limit, and yeah, no issues at all. Temperatures are staying low, which is even better, just cruising up.
Yeah, it's not getting hot at all.
Mind you, we only have been driving for about 5 minutes, so that probably has something to do with it. We followed the New England Highway on our way south for a little bit this morning, and we've arrived to Janan Hills four-wheel drive park. It's a four-wheel drive park, but it's also got heaps of camping. It's also dog friendly and right outside the main range national park. Camping with a caravan. We spoke to you yesterday, I think.
Unpowered side.
Oh, okay, yeah. Look, Owen won't be a minute. He's just down,
No stress, too easy, thanks. Great way of communication out here because there's only Telstra signal. We are all set up here. Turns out it's $17 a person a night, so it's $34 for the night for us. And we haven't got anybody around us. It's just after Easter, but it's also school holidays here. And we've jagged a pretty neat spot, I reckon. Chelsea's even made up a bit of a spread for lunch before we go hit the national park. We'll tire Juice out, put him in the van, and he generally is good for at least maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Just cruising into the Gomora section of the main range national park. This national park looks huge on the map, so we are just going to be doing one section of it. Looks like there's some nice walks, and we're about to head and have a look at the information. And also, I think I'm saying it wrong. Apparently it's Goomburra, not Gomora.
Goomburra.
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 Oh, not very
I don't
good
know.
at this.
We're trying our best. There's a couple of people every now and then in the comments, oh, you said it wrong. We apologise. We're not perfect, okay?
Well, I'm pretty perfect. But...
Oh, that's fair. That's true.
Not again, not another steep climb.
You read that correctly. Steep climb, loose gravel surface, narrow road. So Chelsea, you are in for a treat.
This is crazy. 10-minute drive into the national park and it's subtropical and the whole landscape has just changed completely.
Yeah, this is actually really impressive. We had no idea this was out here.
Oh, car coming on the road.
Very cool.
Yeah, the road's pretty narrow.
It is a very narrow and steep. Steep, don't forget, Chelsea. But I'll have you know, she's kept her eyes open the whole time. Big round of applause, everyone at home, for Chelsea. Woo! So Chelsea just chucked the GoPro up before and she said there's some scratches on the roof. And I was like, oh, I know there's a couple little ones, nothing too crazy. But this is next level. I don't know if you can see it that well on this camera, but some stomper scratches. And we're pretty fussy when we wash the car. We use 2 sponges, 2 buckets to make sure we have one for paint, one for wheels and tyres, and makes washing the car like an extra half hour longer. But I'm kind of thinking they could be birds maybe. There was some bin chickens and some bush turkeys where we've been recently, so no good. You try and then I'll try.
Araucaria Falls?
Yeah, Araucaria Falls?
Maybe?
We'll go with that. That sounds pretty good.
We're just going to say we're going on the Falls walk. It's 1.8 kilometres return.
One way.
One way.
So it's about 3.6 return. We got some water.
Have we got snacks?
Oh yeah, there's music bars in here.
Oh.
Yeah, all over it. Let's go. We didn't really do much research on anything through here, so we weren't really sure what was the best walk, but we're already 2 minutes in and this is what it looks like, so I think we're in for a treat. Check this out.
Look how pretty this is. Watch the mud.
Where does this area remind you of?
The Barrington and the Gloucester tops.
Yeah. Sometimes these walks can be quite deceiving. You don't realise how long you've been going downhill for until you stop and you go, oh no, that's a long way, we've got to go back up.
And that's just happened right now.
Yeah, we got to a steep bit where it starts looking downhill and then we're like, we've got to come up that one plus all of the downhill bit that we've already come down. Good luck to our legs, hey? Bit out of practice. Okay, for everyone playing at home, you've just missed out on a big slip. We only just said before, oh, it looks like someone slipped here. And then Chelsea went over.
GoPro hit the ground, so can you still see me?
Yeah, is the music, is the sound working? Yeah.
My bum dirty?
No, you've actually come out of it pretty good.
It's like clay along here, so
it's very slippery. Yeah. The good thing about Chelsea's little slip then is that we're calling it a slip over and not a fall. Because when you start calling them a fall, it means you've reached a certain age and people react a little bit different. She just slipped and landed on her butt. She hasn't had a fall, so it's okay.
What age do you start having falls instead of just tripping over?
I don't know. I hope it's not for a while yet.
At least I can have a wash.
Yeah, get in there, have a scrub. And we're the only ones here, which makes it even better. Alrighty, we made it back all right. As you can see, plenty of sweat. Obviously, too many beers in the last 5 weeks, traveling with some family and not enough walking. So it's about time we get back into it.
All right, well, we're gonna check out Sylvester's Lookout, which was only just up the road and 470 meters. At least this one's a little bit shorter.
We just come down the range and got Chelsea to film going across the water. And did you see the steam coming off the brakes? I reckon they got a little bit warm on the way down. We are back at the van now. Juice is super stoked to see us. We were only gone for about 2.5 hours, so it wasn't too bad, but he pretty much slept the whole time. Chelsea snuck up to the window and he was definitely asleep. So now it's time to have a fire and get stuck into chilling out for the rest of the afternoon. Good thing about this camp is they actually let you collect firewood on the property. So if it's fallen down, you can take it and cut it up, but just no cutting down trees.
Now they are some big raindrops.
Just all of a sudden, we felt these big raindrops coming. We got some big grey clouds. I know, Juice, it's no good, but hopefully it won't last long.
Come on, up in the chair. Oh, wrong. Good morning. Well, the rain didn't really stop last night. It was just drizzly all afternoon and through the night. We did leave one of our roof hatches open to the rain setting, which we thought would have been fine, but it wasn't. We woke up at about 1:30 this morning with some big wet patches on our bed. It had actually just had one little drip, but it was like a constant drip just dripping down onto the bed. So I woke up and I was like, what is going on? Well, that was a little bit muddy.
Yeah, sorry about the grass, but that was the least damage we could do. We've made it to Warwick and it's absolutely freezing. Yeah, we're gonna grab a couple of jackets or flannies or something, an umbrella, and then we're gonna go for a walk and see what we can find.
And I googled what's there to do in Warwick and it was like outdoorsy activities. And it's not really an outdoorsy kind of day.
There is a brewery. And it's got a pretty funny name. It's called Psycho Susie. So, yeah, pretty keen to go have a look at that as well.
What else are you going to do on a rainy day?
That's
go to
it.
a brewery. They look alright.
Yeah, not bad at all. Cheers. Now, Chelsea wasn't sure what she wanted yet, so I grabbed a ginger beer for her to test out. So, are you going to get one or are you not?
It's actually a nice ginger beer. I'm not usually fussed on it. And I only drink sours. And their sour was an IPA or something.
Yeah, sour was a hazy IPA and Chelsea's not going to like that.
She gave me a little tasting and I couldn't even finish it. I was like,
Alright, what'd you end up with?
A coffee.
Any alcohol in it?
No. No alcohol in here.
No.
Just pure coffee goodness.
Okay, looks like you're driving then.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, it's a pretty fancy water filler.
It's a shame you have to pay for it, but that's alright.
I think it's only going to cost us $1 to fill our
I think
tanks.
it's like $1 for what, 145 litres or something? So that's not too bad. Fuck it. Press the wrong button.
Good thing I'm not in a hurry.
Please wait for confirmation.
So I just filmed a bit of me tapping my card on the machine and then I was like, all of my numbers were just on display. Bryce doesn't reckon that's a very smart move to put out on social media. Come on, there's a lot of honest people in the world, Bryce.
Yeah, not that honest.
Well, welcome to Leslie Dam. This one wasn't far from Warwick, so we thought we'd come out and have a look. Have you seen Leslie yet?
No, Leslie, there's either a girl or a boy, or both of them are Leslie up the top here, but we'll show you them soon. You reckon they'll do any tours through here, or should I grab the bolt cutters?
Do our own tour. It would be very cool to see all these gates open, but I don't think I'd want to be parked where we are now.
No, it would be alright.
Would we actually be alright?
Yeah, we're quite high compared to that.
You'd get a bit of spray though.
That's very true.
Alright, who have we got here? Is Leslie a boy or a girl? Patrick Leslie.
Oh, it's a last name.
It's a surname. Kate Leslie. Ah. There you go.
The old Leslie family dam.
Sorry about the puffing. There was quite a few steps coming up.
Up, up.
No, wrong ones, Juice. Back here.
Come on, back this way, mate.
There you go. There's Leslie. And there's a huge storm coming. Now you can actually camp out here. There is like a low-cost bush camp option, and then there's a caravan park as well. One of them is dog friendly and one's not, but we're not going to stay out here tonight. There is some gravel pits and free camps around, and because the weather's so cool, we thought it'd be a nice night to be off power.
Thanks for getting to the end of another video. If you like this one, make sure to like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and keep following our journeys down south along the New England Highway, where we check out a few more spots on the Great Dividing Range. Catch you later.